Okay, do you notice something different over here? I got rid of my other collard plant. Right in here I planted garlic. I just took some cloves of garlic and stuck them in there to see if they'll grow. And over there in that corner where there used to be a beautiful little sugar baby, I came out yesterday and this is what happened. Okay, so I went out in the garden this morning to look at my little sugar baby, and it had split open on the vine. I must have given it too much water or something. I have no idea what happened, and I tasted it. It's not sweet. It tastes just like a watermelon, but no sugar. So I turned the water down on the plants and hoping that I don't lose another one. All right, busted wide open. I don't know why. Maybe I was giving it too much water, so I kind of cut the water back on these. I don't want to lose the other ones. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the heat. It's been over 100, 102, and I don't know what happened to it. But, you know, 2 down and 3 little babies to go. So the cauliflower is doing well. I cut some of that the other day and cooked it. The bell pepper is getting tall, but no pepper. Oh, I got some peppers on it. Finally got a pepper on this thing. It's amazing how things grow, you know, from a flower like this right here, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. And that flower turns into fruit. What a beautiful design. Oh, and look at the broccoli, the one that I didn't know what it was for a long time. For this time of year, to be getting such a nice broccoli. I made salad the other day. I put a bunch of this in it. I cut the crown off at the very top to allow it to grow all in between. And when you do that, it keeps producing. And this thing will keep producing even after it flowers, which is kind of interesting. And this, last but not least over here, these guys are trying to form into Brussels sprouts. I don't know what you have to do to make them do that, but hopefully I'll get Brussels sprouts. I'm not real keen on Brussels sprouts. I love the leaves, but it doesn't matter to me if they don't turn into little heads. I tried this last year with Brussels sprouts, and I think I planted them at the wrong time of the year. So I have one in the arrow garden that's going to be ready to go in October. I'll plant it then. See if it does better when it's cold. But over at Reggie's, they have Brussels sprouts now, so I don't know what the difference is. Anyway, here's the underneath shot of that cauliflower, you know, where I cut it off. There's the stump, and that's how it's growing out. So that's the same thing with the over here with this collard. I cut the main stalk and I just left the little babies growing, and it's turned into a little concern of its own here. We've got collards growing up from the side and from the biggest part of the stalk. This aloe vera is growing real good. It took a little while to recover after I transplanted it, but it's coming along real good. The leaves are all nice and green, and I can start harvesting some of this pretty soon. I'll make myself some more hair oil, which is good because I'm getting low. And my husband doesn't want me to use that in the front. I'll go take a picture of that, of the aloe vera in the front when I'm done. This is the burpee. Remember, I had 2 of them in one container, and I put this one in the ground, and this is how it's coming along. It's got several fruit on it, and it's really moving along. Still has blossoms. The other cantaloupes don't have any blossoms still. And this is the container that I had the burpees in the first place. Right there. baby cantaloupe, and it is still blossoming. The ones that I planted from my arrow garden, I planted them about probably a month or so before I planted these, because I thought I had acorns over there, and so I went and bought cantaloupes and found out that these were cantaloupes. But anyway, this one is producing. We'll see how big they get. One of them was growing on here, and I came out one day and it had fallen off, and we ate it. It was really good, and I forgot to take a picture of it, the one that was at the very bottom. But it's producing a few more that it looks like we may have some cantaloupe on here. So, and it's got a few blossoms up here. I've noticed a few more wasps and bees out here recently. So I'm hoping that those plants I got for pollinators are helping the bees, so that the bees can help my garden. Such a beautiful symbiotic relationship. So I read up on the sunchokes, and they're not supposed to be doing this. So maybe it's because it's my first year, but they're supposed to have a flower on top. I don't know if it's because I put them in a bed instead of the ground. They said that the root system becomes real extensive, and wherever you plant them, they take over. And I didn't want them to take over anywhere in my garden, so I put them here. But that might have been not the right thing to do. And these are those turnips. Remember, I was so worried about my little turnip greens. And I only wanted a few. And that's what I got some. They actually kept growing. And they really struggled. But they're doing pretty good now. I may have some turnips. I actually have a turnip coming, so I hope that's not all I'm going to get. Anyway. And this one over here. So we'll see how it turns out. I think I won the battle with the bugs over this one. Okay, that's weekly garden update. Let me see. A couple more things. This is where I planted my butternut squash. Just came out, stuck it in the dirt, and it looks like I might be getting a butternut squash. And I think these are those, I'm gonna pull this up. I think these are those nightshades that were growing so close to the pot. And so I don't want those. These are potatoes. I have no success with potatoes. I'm just so sad over that. I'll have to read more and maybe buy some special dirt. I'm really opposed to buying special dirt. I don't mind trying to mix my own, but I might have to give in on this one. I don't know. Here's my little fruitless. I keep calling it fruitless potato because that's what my husband calls it. And I looked it up on YouTube, and that's what it says this is, but I don't know. It's time to pick this kale too. I need to pick and cook this. The leaves are getting so big, I'll be cooking them with greens instead of making salad. Okay, well, that's it for the garden. That's the tour for the day. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to get ready for service in a few minutes. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm getting ready for PT. Okay. All right. Have a great day. I forgot to show my little tomato harvest this morning. These are from that new plant I put in. I got one off of my tiny Tim. It's about to die. And the rest off of the other plant. Picture of my aloe vera garden in the front. My husband cleaned it all out. It was awful. And oh, we have a visitor, a little peacock over there. They like to come over here and stand in my garden, in my yard. But anyway, these are the aloes. And they have really come along very well since he transplanted them. Fixed up the little area. He even put some over against the house. So I have plenty of aloe vera.